Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Greece. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, Black Monday has hit Greece pretty hard. It is a sad day for us, but we shall prevail. We're probably going to be taking back these German and Austrian-owned goods. I don't care if, they... I mean, embargoing us probably is not great. Foreign-owned industry. Almost half our economy is owned by investors in Germany and Austria. But after Black Monday, many of their mines and factories have closed down, some because they have become unprofitable, but others because the investors are trying to save money or have gone bankrupt. In either case, many thousands of Greeks have been put out of work. The suggestion is that we should seize these assets, or at least in the worst cases, despite the Treaty of Salonika stipulating that we cannot. The only way we can prevent a backlash from either country, however, is to subsidize the investors out of our own pockets. A deeply unpopular move if we attempt it, be sure. So socialism goes down by... What are we right now? Right now we are social liberal. So what do you actually give us? More monarchist sympathy, which seems not great. So we are effectively getting more political power gain. Minus 15% consumer goods. Partially seize will be it's a 7%, but yet they still are mad at us. Or we can just take everything. I kind of want to decrease the monarchy sympathies, so we're just going to seize all their assets, and hopefully Germany and Austria doesn't embargo us. And if they do, you know what? So be it. They have both applied sanctions. Germany, some harsh ones. The Austrian government has applied a range of economic sanctions in response to our yeah, that's fine. You know what? You don't like me? That's okay. German government has applied a large range of economic sanctions against us as well. Resource gain efficiency. Consumer good factories 5% for... That's what, 3 years, I think? And basically all of... the Reichspakt doesn't want to trade with us. But I think that's okay. I mean, our resources weren't, like, that bad. I mean, we might need a little bit of steel, but... Really? I think it's okay. Also, if I'm reading this right, I believe that command economy means that we're actually exporting nothing out of the country. Is command economy the same thing we had in Switzerland? Back in the Switzerland campaign? I believe so. Yeah, they also got command economy. Oddly enough, this one actually didn't tell you what a command economy did. Only, like, the one in Greece tells you. This one does not. The leader of the People's Party has died today as a result of degenerative health conditions, which has plagued him since assuming leadership of the party several years ago. As mourning marked his passing, his leadership role has fallen to his nephew. The People's Party has had us declared a speech that they intend to carry on his uncle's legacy wholeheartedly. So social conservative goes up by 3%. That's fine. Do we need to worry about any of this stuff with the military? I don't believe so. The Navy... I mean, the Air Force would be nice. But, like, you don't really give us anything, right? Like, an air base is not bad. But you really just give us research. I mean, the anti-air gun's not bad either. 1% research bonus to boost anti-air. Am I crazy? Because I feel like I've never seen those researches in here at all. Like, where would it be? Like, I guess actually it's right here. I'm an idiot. But anyways, I thought for some reason like a specific technology that only affected the anti-air units there. I mean, it's not a bad choice, especially since our Air Force is kind of limited. But how many planes does Greece have? Like 75. Bulgaria doesn't have that many either. So either way, I really don't think we need to worry about the Air Force that much right now. kind of wish that like these would just kind of give you planes. And not just research. Like, you're much better. Fortify the north, I think, is kind of trash. Fortify, Salonika, I also think it's kind of trash. Just preparing the battle for Macedonia. Does that automatically declare war? Yes. I'm assuming it gets bypassed if, I assume it gets bypassed if you join the Belgrade Pact and are already at war with Bulgaria. Greece's whole. What do you give us? I'm assuming your research slot. You're actually just 200 political power, which actually is not that impressive. Owns Western Thrace, owns the Aegean Islands. Social liberalism goes up. I'm assuming the change in popularity is just the ruling party. Aegean Islands, is that? Yeah, it's owned by the Ottomans. So no matter what, we have to go to war with the Ottomans in order to apparently make Greece whole. I think the most we can get, I think we can, like, take all this territory, and I believe, like, this state. Or maybe like these two. I'm not too sure exactly what you get out of, the ideas. It doesn't actually say what states exactly you get. So we've done the industry tech. I think we're going to hold off on the excavation. I don't think it's that important. So we're going to nationalize the vital companies. Just so I get that 20% construction speed bonus. Right now we're still building 20% construction speed on 4 civilian factories. This is going to be done in... you might still have a bonus. Well, it's a negative 40%, and then it's getting modified up to 26. So it's still like a 14% penalty. You're saying it's plus 16. Well, but that's not including the negative 30. Okay. So, yeah, it's like a negative 14% modifier. So you'll be plus 6. So it's still slightly faster than default, but not that much so. Again, it only lasts for a year. Yeah, and you don't give any consumer factories good, because the minus 3% might give you like 1 more civilian factory, which I think isn't really much better than a 20% construction speed bonus. Mostly because we only have, what, 10? We have 11 factories, which isn't like an insane amount. Yeah, so Flanders and Wallonia have kind of split up. That is a-okay. I mean, how much does Bulgaria have? 15 to 31. Okay, so I'm assuming... yeah, Romania, Serbia. Like, individually, we're all kind of weaker, but... once we all unify, we should be able to take down Bulgaria pretty easily. And when can you... Conquest of Belgrade, is it 1937? May 1st, 1937. So, we still have about a year until we can think about declaring war on Bulgaria. Of course, we do not want to declare war on Bulgaria before the Belgrade Pact forms, because I think that's a little bit suicidal for us. And I don't want to die, which is understandable, I think, given the situation. You are going to be done in 2 more weeks. The extra civilian factory is pretty nice. Political power does go down by 50. Like, I don't know if we're ever going to have positive political power at this point. And you remove almost recovered. So luckily, I'm glad that the Austrians didn't sanction us so harshly that it actually made some big penalties for us. And the China's independence doesn't really matter, because we do need to do we need to get 3 of these things, right? Yes, so we need, like, take out loans, land reform, and mining advances. Unfortunately, you do still increase monarchy sympathies, which I'm not excited about. But we will take out some loans. Yeah, the land reform I think kind of sucks, but One do you? Once we have more than 6% stability, or we lose the Balkan War, which is not going to happen. We're going to win the Balkan War for sure. And you are the 1938 elections, which we don't really have any. I'm assuming if we are not a republic, this is not going to fire. So we don't want to go autocratic, right? Public power, stability, 2 more civilian factories. There's a research slot that everybody gets. Political power, more stability. The Iron Fist. Political power. Division attack plus 10%. Not bad. Defense plus 5%. Who cares about that? If you're not attacking, then, you know, what are you even doing? What are you? Political power, negative 10% stability. I feel like no matter what, our stability is going to be pretty bad. Oh yes, that's definitely just changing popular ruling party, because why would social liberalism go up by 10% if you are autocratic, Greece? But even again, I really don't feel like most of these are that good compared to just planned industry and getting the agrarian up. The industrial, I mean, the factory output is nice, but the consumer goods factory minus 15%. Like that's a lot. Combined with breadbasket of Mediterranean, like that's a negative 25%. I imagine there's probably a cap. I'm assuming you can't go below 0, and it's going to start just giving you extra factories. That would be nice, but it does not seem like that would happen. And you don't do anything really, right? Void debts. You were just an extra research slot. Does it matter if you're totalist? So you're the totalist tree. Rebuild a nation. What do you actually do? Land forts. Training time goes down. Or a bunch of construction speed, which isn't bad. We did get all 3 of our technologies basically finished on the exact same day. We'll upgrade our rifles. We will then go for... we actually have 2 times. We can actually go for boom and then get this one done as well. Our research speed's at plus 12%. Luckily, people don't get dumber from the economic crisis. I think benefits us. Because we can't really afford to train new troops. How long until we actually give a rifle to everybody? Oh, we actually have a positive amount. Lovely. So assuming your problem is that we just need manpower. How much manpower do I need? Great question. And once we are done loading in today, not through you, it is in the army tree. 33,000 men. You know what? That's not insignificant. And it's still going to take us 200 days, roughly, until we can actually change our recruitment law. So maybe actually going for ready the masses right now. I mean, what else do you do? Mobilization speed goes up. Another 10% construction speed is not bad. Stability does drop a little bit more. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what order you do the recruitment laws at all. Like, not really in the long run. It kind of just fizzles out. But probably just having more men now, it's gonna not double because I think we're at 1.5%, right? It's gonna go up by 66%. 66% of 80,000 is what, 50k roughly, which is more than I need to reinforce my entire army. Unfortunately, that's maybe enough to train up 1 new division. Which isn't bad, but it's not that impressive. So you might as well at least get this guy training now. Or at least giving him his equipment. But I wouldn't put high hopes into him. Or into too many troops being trained early on here. Yeah, Huey Long's been elected president, which means we are going to be seeing a four-way war. And then probably after this, we're going to go for the infrastructure. Then I guess, I mean, it doesn't matter. Land reform or advancing in mining, it doesn't make a difference. Because I don't think we're going to be researching excavation technology anytime soon. I mean, 100% boost to infantry weapons is nice. And, oh, another research slot there as well. And the military factories. So what are you, actually? You are, it looks like, 2 military factories for free, which is really good. Controls Greece. Any core state has at least... Central Greece has 1 military factory. Effects. Gains Greek powder and weapon cartridge. So I'm assuming it's going to give us you for free, which isn't bad. Thoughts attack, and I like the breakthrough. Breakthrough I think is always good. Recovery rate, attack on core territory. Is this considered core territory? It's considered a claim. So no, I get, okay, you're actually a core. So if you fought in these areas, we would actually get a 10% attack bonus there. You're also a core. Unfortunately, you're only a claim. But if we were attacking in this region, for example, we'd still get a 10% bonus. Which is pretty nice. But I still think we want to at least finish recovering the economy. So here's the plan. Here's our game plan. Finish the ready the masses to be done in 4 days. Solve our economic issues. Because again, it doesn't really matter which way we go with this. It's still going to take a while. The 4 focuses until we can actually completely recover the economy. Once that is done, we are looking at probably like 4, 6, slightly less than 8 months. Probably let's say 7 months from now. So that's going to be July. Yes. That's going to be until July of 37, which is about, I imagine when the Congress of Belgrade is going to happen, we should be joining in with the Belgrade Pact. At that point, I'm going to imagine Battle for Macedonia is going to automatically bypass. Like, I'd be surprised if this does not get bypassed if we are... Yeah, because if we own Western Salonika and Eastern Salonika, if we, yeah, it'll bypass if we already take the territory. So we don't have to worry about this focus. So once we recover the economy, probably join the Belgrade Pact at that point. We will then... bonus from the Reichspact. We'll go for you, get our bonus rewards infantry equipment, immediately get a research slot, and then get both of these done. Legacy of Alexander, I think, is... I mean, crew population rate's not that fantastic. We're at least going to definitely invest in the armament and get the Perkrow deal. Get all this stuff done. At that point, we'll kind of play things by ear and seeing what we really need at that point in time. But I think that's a pretty solid plan for right now. Support artillery, Marines. So we just get Marines 1 for free. Oh, and a unit of Marines spawn. That's pretty good, seeing as we probably are. Wow, we might need to invade the Ottoman Empire. Then 100% bonus to infantry weapons is pretty nice. What does Grand Battle Plan get us? 1 mountain division, which is also not bad considering the territory we will be fighting in. Military leader cost minus 50%. I think this does not matter at all. So you're a year ahead of time. Radio, I don't think we need right now. Let's research let's upgrade artillery. Probably, I think, want to go for superior firepower. I think is kind of where I'm leaning towards. Getting the extra infantry equipment research would be nice. Support technology is all right as well. The Marines should allow us to beat the Ottomans. They do have slightly more ships than we do, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. So, we're at negative 63 political power. We're almost in the positive. They said it could not be done. They said it was impossible for Greece to have positive political power. But by God, we are getting there. Ever so slowly. Ever so slow. It's a very, very, very slow process. But we are going to get there. Like, if anything, like, I wouldn't even be opposed to joining up with the Austrian faction if they offer it. I'm not too sure if they can at this point, because I did steal all their industry. This faction leader... Yeah, because they sanctioned me, we can't actually join them. But that's fine. I know our manpower is low, game. You don't need to remind me. I'm very aware of the fact. Can we actually attack Albania? Doesn't really look like it. We definitely don't want to go to diplomacy. Like, why would I ever want to go diplomacy? Balkans cooperation. Like, what does this do? Non-aggressive cooperation. Actually, I don't know. We could get another 10% consumer goods factories, but having what, a negative 45%, I believe. Not that I don't think you even need that much. Because if we go to war economy, we have a flat 20%. I don't think we have any other modifiers to that. We have like the German sanctions, which will get removed on May 9th. A flat 20% with war economy, because of course you want war economy. You always want war economy. You really only probably need planned industry. Go for the command economy. Well, not the command economy, just the... This is gonna set our base to 5% or to 10%. You would make it to negative 5%. So I think effectively 0 on that one. So maybe the industry would be better because we're gonna get a. Where was the other bonus? It was. No, that's for the diplomacy trap. We're not doing diplomacy, so. Probably go for still agrarian. Get ourselves to 0% consumer goods. And just seems pretty good. Just a 0% consumer factories. Being able to use everything for pumping out military factories seems solid to me. A very militaristic Greece. But I think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks to everybody for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. And not enjoy, thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.